Got a bit of a treat today. This episode, we'll do a double unboxing. We have the Rlaarlo right here, XTS. We have the HNR Werewolf. These are both highly anticipated. What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. This is Blammin RC, and today we got a double review. You know, it's a rare day, rare occasion. We got two RC cars in the mail, same day. They both arrived, and I've been kind of waiting for these for about a month and a half or so, maybe a month, give or take. And they arrived, I'm pretty sure a lot of you are familiar with these two cars. So we're going to get into it, see what all the hype is about. Very excited, man. Pretty cool. Pretty cool to kind of unbox two cars in one video. So the first car we're going to check out is the HNR Werewolf. And we're going to do a quick review on both of these cars. I don't want it to be too drawn out. They've both already been reviewed. Both of these cars been out for a couple years or a year or so, give or take, 56 miles plus speed. This car runs 2S, 3S, the 10th scale, product number H9803, ready to run. Comes in two colors, black and red. Pretty dope. 1.7 kilograms, no battery, 3300 kV motor. Yeah, man. The other side of the box, showing you both colors of the body. Looks like you have some nice LED headlights, chassis. We're gonna definitely get a closer, in-depth look at that. This is the other side of the box panel. This is the red color. Looks pretty hot. Looks like it's doing some type of burnout. I wonder if you could really do a burnout in real life. What drew me to this car here in particular, I'm into the bodies. I've been wanting a Beamer. I like a Porsche body, to go on a frame or a chassis. So that's what really made me get this car, and turned out it was a really cool car. So right here you have the instruction manual, the user manual. Looks like you have a few backup parts, some pins, some pieces for the shocks. You also have a few stickers, some decal stickers. So that's really it. Not too many tools coming with that. So we're gonna cut this strap, take that out. Let you guys check out this car first. I want to show you guys this box, man. The box came pretty flimsy, and the box isn't flimsy. It's actually just damaged. Looks like products were stacked on top of it. So I'm assuming whatever warehouse or wherever this stuff is stored, they have a lot of them, a lot of inventory, and it's just stacked on top of each other. If I was an investigator, I'd say this got stacked. Because it was shipped, it was wrapped perfect. It had the bubble wrap around it. So yeah, just wanted to show y'all that. But the car was actually intact, although the body wasn't strapped in. You have the straps there, but the straps were cut. For some reason, that was very odd. So here we have the car, the HNR Werewolf 3S. This is like a drift car, I believe. So there you have it. This is the car. Looks like it has some different type of taping around the base, type of stickers. So this looks like a power button. Comes with some plastic on top for some reason. Uh, Plastic wheel, turn wheel. Got two knobs here for the channels. Pretty simple. 4 batteries. No batteries included, I don't believe. Yeah, so this is cool. Pretty big, but pretty simple. You have some slicks. I give you some slick rims and tires. I guess these are your drifting rims. Whenever I see people with these, they look like super plastic and shiny. But these kind of have the look and texture of a real tire almost. So now for the part everyone has been waiting for. Peel off the plastic. It's that satisfying ASMR everyone loves. So right now I see 2 body pins on the trunk of the car. Body pins, man. It's like time to be gone with that system. Okay. So it appears to have 2 body pins in the back that hold the body on the car. And then when you take that off, the car is still attached with wires on the inside of the body. You can see all the wiring for the lights, the headlights, the tail lights. So this is the chassis. Very clean, very clean. I have to measure the battery compartment. See what type of battery I can get in there. See what's recommended for this car. There you go. You can see that motor. 36, 52. Pretty fast motor, pretty fast car. Like you have a fan on top of the ESC with a plate covered on top. Looks like these, you can't unplug the switch that's connected to this body. All plastic bottom of the chassis. Pretty clean car overall. Nice. Got a Dean's T connector. I have some batteries. These cars, I don't believe, came with lipos coming from China. But I do have these 2200 milliamp 50C Z lipos. I'll be running these in both cars for now till I order me some new batteries. But yeah, I have to finish charging one of these batteries. So this is a really cool car, guys. You know, I've been doing some research. You know, I'm just like y'all. I be on Baba and Express looking for new cars. Stumbled across this months ago, put it on my list, and you know, just ended up pulling the trigger on it. I like it. These are the Rams. I haven't even driven it yet, but yeah, it looks cool. Got some 6-star black on black rims. Decent, you know. It looks pretty spec'd. With the side view mirrors. Got the M badge on there. That's crazy. I'm a BMW guy right now myself, so it was only right. It's fitting. On camera, man, I've been watching all you guys' reviews. This car looks pretty small on camera. It's decent size for me. Size it up next to the Hypergo. The Hypergo, of course, has a wider wheelbase, but overall, I'd say the body is bigger on the Werewolf. But yeah, these two cars are in different categories. They're both 110 scales. All right, Blammin RC. We out here on location. About to give these cars a test run. Hey, these hobby cars are a little technical, man. I haven't really got this one on cam yet. Trying to mess with the gyro. Trying to make sure I have it in the right position. I'm not sure if I have the gyro setting right, if it was already set correctly out the box. People reported buying theirs, they had to reset it here. So I'm gonna try to set it again. Right now it's on the factory setting. It's not really acting right. So I'm gonna click it again, see if, everyone's YouTube suggestions are correct. And the hazard lights are flashing for some reason. To see what the hazard lights mean on here. I reset the gyro to the factory setting and powered the car off and on. The hazard lights stopped flashing. When I pressed the gyro button, it started swerving and driving swiggly, so we're just gonna drive it regular right now, man, and get some footage for the cam. All right, so I think I get the concept of the gyro now. I watched Tom Lee pretty much talk about it. He explained it pretty good. So I have the gyro turned on now, but I don't have it in the correct positioning. When you turn the car this way, the wheels are supposed to counter steer, go that way. So it's hard to kind of see on camera. Oh, shit. It's kind of windy out here today. Camera just took a header. So I probably just drive it like this. It drives better like this with the gyro reversed, I guess. It's easier to drive, man. I'll probably get adjusted to that gyro thing, set it, the original way later, get adapted to that. But right now, we're just going to drive the car a little bit, let y'all see it. I don't have the head strap where I can put the camera on my head. So right now, the camera is on the tripod. And I'm going to just let y'all see it, out here. Wow. This car gonna take a lot of body shots. Has no roof, skid, protectors. I'm definitely gonna turn this gyro down. No point in having the gyro on if it's already facing the wrong direction. So I'm gonna adjust that right now. Just turn it off. This car does pretty good in a straight line. And I'm not trying to flip this car, by the way. It sits very low. So we just inspect the car. I mean, it's doing pretty good. A few skids on there, You need a lot of space for these cars. a really fun car, you know, to drive. It has its limits, but I guess the purpose of it is drifting, doing some road bashing. I could imagine these tires getting ate up pretty quick. I should have put the slick ones on. I'm tripping since I'm drifting. I should have just put the slicks on. Wow. Wow. That was a high performance 360 right there. Let's do a tire check. See how they looking. Oh yeah. These are like some foam tires. The material is not that durable. The tread is kind of being chewed up a little bit. Pretty fast though. Let's check out a speed run. Whoa. Bad control there on my behalf. This is one car where it's kind of hard to put the power down. Let's say if you want to make this car go straight, you gotta turn the steering rate down. That way it just stay in a straight line. Right now it wants to turn a lot. It is a fast car, but it's a little squiggly sometimes. You'll tear this car up. Let's check that back wheel now. Damn. They don't even look glued in too good. Damn, son. Somehow. Yeah. I want to get a straight pass for y'all. I don't know if we can do it. And we crashed. Oh my God. This thing is going out of control, bro. Oh, something's broke. Something's broke. Battery popped out of the compartment. Bunch of little bitty rocks in here. Itty bitty rocks. This thing is a rock collector. So, doesn't look like anything broke. But I probably will switch that gyro to how it's supposed to be. And we're gonna conclude the test on this car. Which out of the two cars was I the most excited about? I would definitely have to say this one. Just because, you know, it has some carbon fiber accents. It's fast as hell. It's on road, off road. Got that rally style. Oh yeah, yeah, definitely be this one. It's my first Rlaarlo. Yes, sir. So this is the front of the box. Extreme to Research Group XTS. This is the Extreme 4-wheel drive, 110 scale, 50 to 80 kilometers. I was about to say 80 miles an hour. Godly. So this is the colorway I got. This is the carbon version. Brushless motor. This is also brushless, but this has metal parts on the chassis. And the other version has carbon fiber. Okay. The bottom of the box. Why they say all the decent fast cars are ages 14 plus? What happens at the age of 14, man? You know? Why not 13? Why not 15? Why not 12? This is the top of the box. Excuse those lawnmower men. It's Wednesday. It's landscaping day here on the property. Aluminum alloy plates, carbon fiber plate, 3650 brushless motor, 3300 kV. This version is actually a little bit more powerful than this one, I believe. I believe that was what I was told. The metal version has a different motor, 2852 brushless motor, 3800 kV. That sounds like a little bit more kV. I believe they're done with all the lawnmower and drilling. Well, I was wrong. If it ain't one thing, it's another, man. First they're cutting the grass, now they're drilling cement. Okay, so Rlaarlo is known for their quality branding, and this user manual looks pretty official from what I see. You got some battery straps, a few little extra parts. Got a USB charger. This looks like some decals. Got a wheel wrench. Looks like they even included a speed gear. Looks like a high-speed pinion. So that's probably gonna get you to those 80 kilometers. Pretty dope, man. I already unstrapped this one, so I had to take it out the box yesterday. And there you have it, the XTS by Rlaarlo. Rally car. Pretty clean. So we're gonna do the do. I'm gonna peel that right off of there like butter. This one was actually stuck on, so I guess that's more satisfying for you ASMR geeks. Yeah, yeah, man. So I guess this is based off of the Ford rally car, and Traxxas has one as well, but they have the official branding. Yeah, it looks pretty clean. Looks very clean. I like all the decal and the branding colors. It's pretty cool. Fan. I like the spoiler. All these body panels. All these body panels. Damn, look like they have to cut it themselves in shop. That wheel well. I hear you get some rubbing on these though, you know. Start going so fast. Shouts out to that guy that swapped out the ESC. I'm not sure if he did the motor as well, to fit a 4S lipo in here and crack the 90-mile-an-hour barrier. Yeah, these do definitely look shaved. I'm not sure if these cars are pre-ran or what, man, because one of them wasn't strapped in. This one got the rear fender shaved, looking kind of crazy. So on the top of the car, you have 45. Cool color paint schemes. I see some flakes on the blue there. That's dope. And here's the bottom, as you know, most of you probably already saw. The bottom is etched. I believe this is based on the Omni Terminator platform, that chassis. So they have that in common. Do a close up of the wheels. You see they have Rlaarlo branded on the wheel. That's a pretty dope detail. Plastic and metal on the chassis. Plastic arm. This is the car that has the tailpipe. So I guess as you're accelerating and upshifting and downshifting, the pipe has an LED that emulates an exhaust spark or a flame. So it has that exhaust flare. Everyone raves about this. They say it's great. Keep it just how it is. Perfect, you know. It looks kind of similar to the HNR, you know, be honest with you. A lot of the same buttons. I think it is. And the way they're doing these cars, they may have some of the same manufacturers for some of these parts. I don't know. I don't want to be a whistleblower, but honestly, I ordered them from different shippers, basically different sellers, and they came the same day. They shipped the same, they're on the same flight. Cut the crap, man. They just making up these brands and these names, and they all being made in the same factory somewhere, you know. So now this will be a mean race if we got to see both of these cars face off in a race for pink slips or, you know, a high stakes wager. This would be a dope race just based on the stance, you know, how aggressive they both look off the line, you know, knowing the specs, you know, the weight. Car right here, you know, it's cool. Oh yeah, this is right here is a mammoth. This car might lose. It just depends on the handling. This one seems a little light in the rear end, but it's only one way to tell, you know. Somebody line that up. I might have to line it up myself. I do not know how to take this joint off. I don't see any body clips. I don't see anything, man. That's why I really didn't start messing with these cars yesterday, because I just took them out the outer box they were shipped in. I couldn't even figure it out. I didn't even have time to try. So right now, anybody know how to take this thing off? Man, I see why y'all be bouncing. Man, this car has great suspension. Wow. Hey, yo, this is crazy. There's no visible way to tell how to take this body off. I'm not joking. I'm looking underneath, and these parts don't seem connected to anything. But then again, could be wrong. Oh, sure, looks like it's a battery in here. I think this came with a battery, y'all. Got the front bumper detached, but I'm gonna have to read the book. You see, it pays to read. That's some type of connection right there. The body slides in. You can twist it to lock it on both sides. And then in the front, there's a lever you pull towards you so the body doesn't come completely off. Just comes off like this in this mode. I'm pretty sure you can detach it, but it comes like this, kind of like in a pit stop type of mode where you can just work on it, real quick and get back to running. This does come with a LiPo, a Rlaarlo battery, I believe, with the XT60 connector, heat sink on the motor, really clean setup on the inside. Look to be some nice quality shocks, front and back. You can rearrange where your ESC is and set it right here on this deck. Set it right there. When you set it there, you can put a bigger battery in the car. Can you believe that? It's the inside of the body. You see all the wiring and just everything that's going on in there. It's a lot, I know. So that's pretty much the XTS. Went ahead and connected the battery to the XTS. Battery seems to have a charge. Fan is working, blowing. Got some headlights on too. The left turn signal is on right now on the front and back. This is a really cool looking car though. We're gonna take these cars for a test drive, let you guys see how they handle on the terrain, outdoors. And we're just gonna really handle them, maybe hit a small little jump or whatnot. These aren't really bashers. So we're just gonna, test the speeds and the handling. And I'll see you guys out there. Had to bring the girls outside. Let them see how they shine in the light. Looking good. Rush. I already was kind of, playing with them a little bit yesterday. I already broke that part, so, y'all don't be mad at me. I just hit it off a ramp and this shit popped out, but I popped it back in. I'm not sure if they sold it to me broken or not because it came off fairly easily. We'll need some crazy glue for that. So next up is the F-10 XTS. This is more of a rally car. So we're gonna get this one a test drive. Let y'all see how it handles and maneuvers on cam. Okay. This is a more refined driving experience. Minus the flips. Oh yeah. Okay. Who's that hanging out the back? Oh, little tailpipe popped off, man. So first, yesterday it was this rear end light. This light, now it's the tailpipe light. This thing is crumbling, man. I'm not sure how durable this car is. It's fun to drive, but I'm having some quality control issues. I have to find another screw. Shit. The brakes is kind of like a e-brake. When you hit the brake, it drags. It comes to a complete stop. And the car is so low, the front end drags. It drags when you press it in, when you put it in reverse. See that? Some would consider that a stunt. Y'all let me know, man. Is it me or is it this car, bro? The fixture finally popped off from that gimmicky tail light little thing, kind of like emulates a spark or a flame. That's got to be remounted somehow. And this light, the tail light, popped out the housing again. I show you yesterday where I jumped it off of a ramp. And we jumped it off of a ramp, and these brackets broke. I'm kind of believing that this was already broke because the ramp was low, and it took a little nosedive, and I landed it. It nosedived and landed, so I don't understand how this popped off so easily. It's really cheap, man. It's really cheap how that just came out of there, and I didn't do shit. I can barely even test the car out for y'all without something breaking, man. It's fun, but it's cheap. This car cost $350. I was gonna say this was the funnest car out of the two. I would take it to the dirt. Yeah, I didn't know it was this fragile, man. I gotta see if this has a gyro. Yeah, we got a gyro on here. Let's mess with the gyro a little bit. I know a lot of people talk about this car. Whoa, this car is probably cool in the dirt, but on cement, you get into trouble. See that? It's hard to keep upright. It is fun though. You just gotta be ready to tear it up. Don't expect to keep this car in the same condition you got it in. That's not happening. I might just turn this into a full-on basher. Cheap. I'm hard on cars, man. I've been like this ever since I was young. Eating those tires up. Let's check out a little speed run. It gets crazy once that battery heats up too. You do all that on the accelerator. Well, definitely say this car is more enjoyable than the Werewolf. They both a little clunkety and plasticky. This car should be cheaper than what it is, man. I guess the build quality makes it a little more expensive. This is the aftermath from ground pounding. This shit popped off from jumping off of a ramp. It was attached. Today, when it did that little barrel roll flip, it just completely yanked off the whole light. Whole light came off, so pretty much screwed as far as that goes. Most we could do is pop that on for cosmetics. That light don't work. That light is out, so that's gonna be the review on this car. That pretty much sums it up right there. This is the light that was attached to the tailpipe, and I guess through more bashing, pulled out from its weld. There's a lot going on under this chassis in here with all of this. Those lights detached, so I don't even know how that would be wired. I don't want to pay nobody to rewire it. I don't even know if they sell an alternate shell to this car. But my advice is, man, anything cosmetic or simple break on your RC cars and the car still runs, don't even worry about replacing it, man. You know, stuff like that was meant to kind of fall off and just, you know, get damaged. If you go out your way wasting money replacing it and you continue to have that same driving style, it's just gonna break again. So this little stuff was just a novelty gimmick. The car still runs good, you know. Maybe this car will do better on a light little dirt road or something. And then this one, maybe just for some light bashing or some speed runs or just some light fun, you know. I had high expectations for this one. When this one rolls, it starts hitting the spoiler and that's chiseling away. Same for this one. I guess the idea of these cars is cool, but some things could be refined and, you know, updated for the next versions. After taking this thing out, bashing it a little bit, just on the cement, you know, we had some mishaps. I want to say they sold me a defective car. So I popped that back in. It was still attached to the wire. And then when it flipped and it rolled, sometimes this car rolls and it detached from the wires. So I had to order a whole new light fixture, lights, and as well as the wiring harness. So they actually sell these wires and lights on AliExpress. So I just picked that up, and the little tailpipe function thing ended up coming off. The light actually detached as well. So I love the car. It's a fun car to race and run around with. There are a few durability issues when you're riding it, you know, on the flat ground, cement. Just some things to look out for. Overall, the chassis is excellent. Loving the chassis. The front clip, the body doesn't clip to this anymore. I did one nose landing and I don't know what happened. Maybe after flipping and stuff, that happened. On the Wolverine, the battery compartment where you lock the battery in place with that little piece and pop it off. When I take the battery off, it broke the little piece that secures the battery. It's like a little plate on top. The plate is cool. The little latch broke, man. So this has some cheap plastic. Just before I wrapped up taping the other day with this one, I was looking at the side view mirror like, oh, it did a lot of flips and tumbles, but we still got them. Just took the car out the box and boom, passenger side view mirror must have flipped off that day during the last tumble, and I didn't even recognize it. So now I gotta order some parts. Update on the Werewolf. We just broke the lower arm. As you can see, we hit a curb doing about 40 miles an hour. This is the aftermath of it. So we have to take that wheel off. Tires are getting bald pretty quick. And then the CVD just pretty much came straight out. Luckily it didn't break. Pretty strong too. I found it on the ground, thank God. But I thought I could just pop this back in, but now that I took the wheel off and I can see we have other issues. That's pretty crazy too. How does that work? And I'm gonna have to figure out how to put this all back together. That's gonna be my review on these two cars. I don't think I could really bash these any harder on the concrete. So I appreciate you for watching this. This is Blammin RC. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I'll check y'all out in the next video. Peace. Yeah.